Hello and welcome back to MBC News. I'm Chloe Ng and we're here to bring you the latest news. Recently in politics, Michigan has been all the buzz. The Democratic primary that recently occurred there has come out with some interesting results, sending a message to the government. Let's hear more about this new development.
Thanks, Chloe. Every election year, the Republican and Democratic Party have primaries in each state where party members vote for who they want the delegates to select for the presidential nominee. On February 27, 2024, the Democratic primary was held in Michigan. With the incumbent President Joe Biden running effectively unopposed, the primary was setting up to be uneventful. This would be until some Michigan Democrats who were unhappy with Biden's foreign policy decided to send a message. 3 weeks before the primary, they started a campaign with the slogan, "Stand with Michigan, vote uncommitted." They succeeded in sending a message because the runner-up to Biden in Michigan was uncommitted with over 100,000 votes. Biden won with 81.1% and uncommitted had a surprising 13.2%. These voters sent a clear message to the president that if he wants to win this crucial swing state in November, he needs to change his foreign policy. Back to you in the studio.
Have you ever thought about having Fridays off? Say no more. In the UK, a trial of 4-day work weeks has been implemented and the not so shocking results are out. Let's go to Dennis to check this out.
Recently, a trial in the UK showed that implementing a 4-day work week with no reduction in pay led to happier workers, lower turnover, and greater efficiency. Initially planned as a 6-month experiment, the majority of the participating companies have chosen to continue with this policy, with over half declaring it permanent. We asked some of the teachers here at Manhasset for their thoughts on the 4-day work week.
I can see why some people would be very for a 4-day work week and would want that, especially since there'd be more time spent at home with family, and I get that. But to me, I think that it introduces a precedent that I don't think we necessarily should set here, that research has shown that more time out of school is really bad for students. And if we do something like this, that would also mean it's a 4-day school week for students. So they'd be missing a day a week. But more importantly, they wouldn't be gaining the academic gains that need be for improvement, and thus would be at a detriment specifically in every aspect of their lives academically.
I think a 4-day work week would be a great idea. If you look at the history of our country, what have we done? We've gone from farming, which is a 7-day work week, and then we went to manufacturing, at first a 6-day work week, cut down to a 5-day work week, and the natural progression is to move on to a 4-day work week. Well, certainly the benefit would be more time with your family, more time to do what you like to do, more time to enjoy freedom in terms of your social life and in terms of spending time with your children and your family. The harms could be, technically, I guess, if you got down to it, a loss of production. Hopefully that gets made up with technological advances that make up for any kind of shortcomings that those extra 8 hours on a Friday or on a Monday would normally give you.
Thanks guys, that was very interesting. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Dennis. On the international side of things, strikes between Iran and Pakistan have been conducted. Let's go out to Liliana Espinal to hear more about the cause of these dangerous strikes.
On January 16, 2024, Iran fired missiles at Pakistan and conducted drone strikes. 2 days later, Pakistan retaliated with drone strikes as well. To understand the reason for these strikes, it is important to understand the reason for tension in South Asia. In between Pakistan and Iran, there is an ethnic group, the Baloch people. They started the nationalist movement to establish Balochistan, which is territory between both countries. To accomplish this, they formed the Baloch Liberation Force and the Baloch Liberation Army. Both Iran and Pakistan did not want this separation to happen, so they label these groups as terrorist organizations and persecute them. Baloch people currently live in the most impoverished areas of both countries and are taken advantage of by both countries and other nations like China. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, the CPEC, has replaced many Baloch fishermen with Chinese workers. With all these factors, the Baloch people have been more frequently taking military action and increasing tensions, which has led to the Iranian attack on Pakistani territory. This attack killed 2 children and led to Pakistan retaliating on Balochistan and killing 9 people. For now, things have cooled off, but tensions could escalate in the future. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Liliana. That's all we have for today. I'm Chloe Ng, and thank you for watching. Stay informed, Manhasset.